Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today I am going to say my last thoughts on the Škoda T56. We marketed this tank recently. I loved the tank and I hated the tank, and I will explain you absolutely everything in the battle. You are going to see the best server battle with the tank. It is blind replay. You are going to see my best battle with the tank, which I know what will happen, and you will see one of the worst battles which I had, and you will see exactly why I had love and hate relationship for this vehicle. What I want to say also, fellas, I want to tell you one very important and exciting thing. As all of you know, we are working on index, right? And this is how it's looking like. You can find it by typing in the Google skill for L2 index, or alternatively, you can simply find everything. You can pretty much find everything on the first pinned comment or the description, right? And what we are doing, we are improving quite a bit. As many of you asked, we are working on this section, right? What that means, you are seeing epic tanks, right? The tanks which I'm rating epic level. You can see bad tanks, the tanks which I think is just simply a pile of caco and which I cannot stand. And yes, Manticore is there, and I still stand for my decision and for my opinion, and you can find absolutely a lot of tanks here. So we are working on this thing, and most importantly, fellas, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, field modifications came to the game. So what that means field modifications is going to be integrated into the skill for L2 index, and in the same time there is many things what you can do. For example, you can check out mark of excellence expectations quite easily, right? And whenever you are searching, let's say for E100, right? E100, let's see, you are finding E100, you are clicking on E100, and you can see expectation values, you can see over time how expectation values change it, and everything. So we are working our ass off for this, my friends, and I truly want to say big fat GG for a person which is responsible for this. Actually, there is two guys which is working their ass off, which is Paradox, greetings to you, buddy, and Lurker. They are doing a huge job, and soon, fellas, field modifications are going to be added, starting with the medium tanks, after that heavy tanks, after that tank destroyers, light tanks, artists, and I have many other ideas for this. And yeah, I know, skill, you are talking a lot about this, but this is important. This is truly important to make your life easier, and this is going to be a good thing overall for the community, I think. So, fellas, pleasure is ours, and thank you very much for everything what you are doing for us. So without further ado, let's teleport into the game. The best server score, at least visible on the vote replays with the Škoda T56. Let's teleport there. And we are here, fellas. The best battle so far damage wise on the Škoda T56. I want to be very open with you. I haven't watched this video. I do not know. Well, I haven't watched this battle. I do not know what will happen, so keep this in mind. But I believe this is going to be pretty damn good stuff. Also, yeah, congratulations. So far, at least officially, you are holding the server record for the most damage with Škoda T56. And I can tell you one thing. I was searching for some battles which would have this kind of score, and you know what? I can tell you that from the all tanks, I found only 3 tanks which did that. Other tanks was, there was some tanks which had this massive score, but they had it because of the server disconnect, right? So imagine that, all 15 tanks are AFK, you are going and farming them all. So that's about it. And this game, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, it is completely different. It has absolutely nothing to do with disconnect or with luck or, well, luck is important to get the score. But in the same time, you just need to be good, you need to be lucky, and I can tell you one thing, not everyone is going to make this happen, right? This is very important thing. Anyways, what our hero of the day, Yah, is doing, he is making a hardcore pressure. Obviously, you can expect quite a bit of the gold spam for obvious reasons. You can see the person is Pretty damn good player, and I can tell you that immediately the main reason why am I saying so. What the flying F is this? Really? Bot replays do not have any bugs whatsoever. Fellas, this is the most comic replay I bloody ever seen. So as you can see, our hero is using hacks. He is not aiming for the enemies and he is doing damage. Absolutely amazing. Okay, fellas, we can ignore this bug on the turret. I apologize for that. Like I said, this is a blind replay and I had no bloody clue it will look like this, but we will still be able to see the score. That's all that matters. Anyways, what this vehicle is all about and what this vehicle is capable of doing. This vehicle, fellas, is capable of pretty much dealing from 900 to 1000 damage in 3.5 seconds, which is absolutely crazy. This vehicle has armor, this vehicle has decent mobility, and this tank can do pretty much whatever flying F he wants. And this is an extremely important thing to mention and to say, fellas. It is truly important thing to say, so keep this in mind. Why am I saying Skoda T56 shouldn't be in the game and why Skoda T56 is pretty damn broken tank itself? Well, the answer to your question is in front of you. So watch this. 460 in the face and another hit into Vaza. So watch this. This guy is just chilling. He's going on the reload for now and probably he's kind of shitting his pants a bit, but he knows he has pretty damn good DPM. Plus on top of that, other friend just drop it down here and he is going to support him. So that's always nice and always welcome. And look at this. Enemies are melting like ice cream on the hot summer day. Another 1000 damage pretty much in the face, or 950 damage. 20 seconds later and he is going to pick up those kills like there is no tomorrow. This is the main reason why this vehicle shouldn't be in the game. And yes, tank has some bad things, gun handling. I believe by playing with this vehicle, I have at least twice more gray hair on my side, just how this tank is treating us in this way, if I can say so. There was battles when I was hitting every single shot, but we had some games when we was missing absolutely everything, and it was a huge pain in the ass, and it was just simply a big pile of shit, and it wasn't really funny. So keep this in mind, fellas. Keep this in mind. Other than that, obviously when the gun handling is working properly, as it is working for our hero of the day, because he's hitting pretty much every single shot. This tank is this broken machine which you are seeing here. And if you would pay attention, what is the perfect recipe for the best score in game? Your team needs to be bad, enemy team needs to be just tiny touch better than your team, but you can't have 15-5 situation. So both teams pretty much needs to be bad, and you need to be the guy which is heavy lifting and farming actually everyone. This is the perfect recipe for this vehicle, my friends. As you can see, you can hit this tank in Cupola, for sure. You can you can do that, and if you are hitting this tank in Cupola, obviously you are going to be able to penetrate this vehicle. By the way, this is the most comic replays I ever seen, fellas. The turret is facing straight forward, and this is just madness. You know what? In a way, this is a beauty of the blind replays. You can say whatever you want. Obviously, it is bugged, it's glitched, it is not fun in a way. Well, it is very funny in a way, but maybe it's not so pleasing for the eyes to look at, but it is okay. It doesn't really change anything. This person is responsible for so far a record of the damage officially on the VOD replays. And that's the thing. By the way, you might think skill, the situation is looking pretty bad. And yes, indeed, the situation is looking pretty bad for our hero team. The 7 is 7 to 10, unfortunately. And you know what? It is, don't hit the skill camo, you asshole. No, unbelievable. You know what? I changed my mind. I don't really like Iyach anymore. He just hit the guy with a skill camo. Unbelievable. Anyways, he's sitting on 6.9 thousand damage already, 200 assisting damage, 1.7 thousand damage blocked. So that means this tank can block a shot or two, and he is able to lit this poor soul on fire. Yep, he's dead. Flash is going back to the garage, and Flash is flashing to the garage, I suppose to say. Absolutely not. 7,500 damage made, and you think it is over? No, 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 fellas. We are not even close for being over yet. How about this Panther, which is sitting here on the corner? That was a mistake by our hero. The main reason why that was a mistake, he decided to pick without fully reloaded. And I have the same strategy in a way. Well, not strategy, the same habit, which is annoying and which is not very good thing. Although he's making a good play here by trying to reload, and pretty much he will be able to have the full magazine for the Panther. Good. Panther just fired, VK just fired. He's thinking about lower plate. I wouldn't snipe those shots. That's very, very, very bad decision, but once again, shit happens. It is okay. He's reloading once again the gold ammunition, right? And once again, that was a mistake, visible mistake, but in the same time, I believe this person had greediness inside of him, and the main reason why he was greedy, he saw I am sitting on the 7,500 damage, I want to get more, and once again, no one can blame him for this. How about the same Panther? Panther is not peeking. I wonder this guy will try to escape a bit from this position or not really, because Su is sniping on the corner. VK is kind of making pressure, and he's down to one-shotable for VK, which is not very good. Maybe he is going to catch this guy. Is he going to do that? Definitely not, but he is hitting him in the face, and he decided to reload once again. He's on 8,000 damage already, and you know what? His tank is looking happier than ever, and he is looking in front all the time like this. Interesting. That looks like a happy tank, fellas. Anyways, luckily for him, VK is a bit special. By saying VK is a bit special, pretty much VK is kind of ignoring him, and he is going for his remaining forces. And you know what? Now what he can do, he can hit VK once and keep one shot for a Panther. Probably this is the best play, but as you can see, he decided to play completely differently. He fully unloaded, and he is sitting on 9,000 damage already. 9,000 damage, fellas. Can you imagine? But luckily for him, Panther is he shit his pants. He is simply too afraid to make a bit of pressure here, and this is a good thing for our hero of the day. Meanwhile, VK ass is just saying, please F me in the butt, and he said, sure thing, no problem. He has one in the magazine, and that one in the magazine is more than enough to eliminate one of those guys. Although once again, he decided to do something different, and he is getting excited. I have 9,500 damage. Give me 500 damage more. This is what he is asking, and this is what he is saying. And you know what? I would feel absolutely the same way, because this kind of score on the tier 8 in probably World of Tanks history, it happened maybe 5 times. And by the way, fellas, just to let you know, this replay is from the very first day when patch was released, if I am not mistaken. So keep this in mind. This score in the very first day, absolutely madness. Okay, he's thinking about the Su. What I would do, fellas, I would probably try to make a pressure to the F1 position, and I would simply one-shot T-34 100 and Panther M10. I know this is a bit risky play, but I would do that for the sake of love, right? I think this is the right play, but let's see. Our guy is actually very, very, very he's playing extremely slow this game. Probably he is thinking about the Su-130, and he is a bit afraid of him. Indeed he is. He killed him. Beautiful. 175 damage, 6 kills, 9.6 thousand damage. All he needs to do, he needs to go in front, and pick up those two guys, and this is going to be over 10,000 damage dealt with this vehicle. Beautiful. 2 shots left. It is okay. It is okay. He has a reload. Good. All he needs to do now, he needs to make obviously pressure and just simply eliminate enemy forces like there is no tomorrow. Can he do this? This is the question. Well, he's making pressure, and once again he's looking in front all the time. Interesting replay, isn't it? And what do we have? We have a situation when enemy medium tanks are running away. Yeah, he wasted quite a bit of time, and he is somehow confused about this. Okay, not very great situation, and probably look, El Cabanos in the chat is saying send replay to skill for LTO. I kid you not, I haven't seen this replay. I haven't seen this replay. El Cabanos, greetings to you, my man. Greetings to you. Anyways, let's focus on the game. 2.5 minutes left. There is still 240 HP, and he really wants to get that last shot. He really does. And you know what? Type 59 is saying, you know what? Take it. Take it, man. Take it. You bloody deserve this. And here you go. Bam in the face. Sleepwalker taking one for the team, and this tank pretty much scratched the 10,000 damage mark. Absolutely madness. Absolutely madness, fellas. Here you go. That's what we have. The best battle, officially best battle with the Škoda T56 so far. Absolutely madness. So, when we saw our hero of the day best game, how about if we would teleport into the garage? Well, not in the garage, in the next game, and we would see my best battle damage and base experience wise, and after that we are going to see the game when everything is going bad. Just to let you know, this tank can troll quite a bit, so let's do this. And we are back. My best battle with a Škoda T56. Tier 8 matchmaking, no Artas, always nice, always welcome. I am running the best equipment which you can get on this tank, which is Bond equipment. We had a competition between the community contributors lately, and in this competition we scored 6th or 7th, if I'm not mistaken, which I'm very, very happy with my score. If I am not mistaken, fellas, you are going to see some news very, very soon. Maybe some competitions. We'll see how the things will go. Anyways, we are meeting Neoplan. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful baboon on our right. Greetings to you, my man. And once again, what we need to do, we need to take position here and maybe even get a bit more involved so we can use this humongous burst of fire. One clip, 1000 damage roughly in the tier 8, and I am not even bothering to say absolutely anything about the matchmaking against the tier 6s, because tier 6s are absolutely melting whenever they are seeing this tank. It is pretty much instantly game over for a tier 6, and this is sad. And I think unfortunately, but Wargaming put a very, very little thought into this tank release. This is sad thing, but it is true, and I think this line is just simply way too powerful. And I know you might think, but still the gun handling can be derpy. Yeah, the gun handling can troll you on this turbo too. You know, RNG is a huge part of the game. Anyway, Škoda is trying to rush, and yep, Škoda, I dare you to rush. I dare you to rush. Minus 450 in the face. I still have one in the magazine, and I really want to smack this guy, and another 450 to the T69. Beautiful. We are sitting on 900 damage, and we are taking our time to aim. We are taking our time to reload. We have all time in the world of tanks, and we are just starting the battle. It's not clear we are winning or we are losing. And you know what? We reloaded. What that means? That means hello dear. How are you doing, T77? And you know what? I am being greedy. We are smacking him in the face. Luckily, he is missing the shot, so I have another one, and I truly want to do more damage, and we did that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. First roll 520, another roll 393, which is definitely into the lower side, speaking about the roll, but it is how it is. One high roll, one low roll, that's fair, and that's completely fine. Anyways, I decided to be a bit more aggressive here. I am thinking, okay, I'm not going to get any use whatsoever if I am not going to be aggressive. So you know what? It is about the time to move. And we are pushing in front like there is no tomorrow. We know the Škoda is on our left side. So what is my thinking process? I need to eliminate this guy because he's very powerful. Then IS-5, can we penetrate his side? No, we cannot. Yeah, the gun handling can be annoying from time to time, but it's not changing the fact we are pretty much half done reloading once again. And yes, this tank has a DPM like this. Yes, you have a burst fire, and yes, you have armor, you are a heavy tank, and you know what? You even have speed. Hello, Mr. IS-5, how are you doing? Are you enjoying yourself? One in the face, doesn't really matter, we can trade with him, and another in the face. Beautiful, we are sitting on 3000 damage already, and we are taking our time to aim. I think our friend Neoplan will try to beat the living crap out of this mother trucker. Neoplan, I dare you to kill him. Neoplan is aiming, and Neoplan is finishing IS-5 off. Meanwhile, we need to get a bit more involved here. Veron, how are you doing? That's one for the team. Do you want to take another one? Take it. I don't mind to take 274 1000 damage. I truly don't mind to do that. Meanwhile, our friend Neoplan is fighting for his life too. Kerveron down to one-shottable, Love down to one-shottable. In fact, Kerveron is dead, and we can get a bit more involved, especially when Love just fired. That's great. So what we need to do, we need to kill T-77 at first. T-77 is going back to the garage. Now I'm thinking about the Love. Love is thinking about approaching us, and Love is going back. GG, a 4.3 thousand damage so far, and we still have quite a bit of the meatballs left. Speaking about the enemy team, we are taking our time by reloading, and funny fact, it's taking no time whatsoever. To reload a full clip, you need like what, 21 seconds? Haha, 21 seconds. Now watch this. IS-3, hi, how are you doing? You are doing great, Patton here. Take this, my friend. Boom, 2 shots, 2 kills, easy. We know where Guard is chilling in the back, and Tiger meanwhile is getting banged like there is no tomorrow. But once again, we know where the Guard is, and you can see Guard yourself. I am thinking, do I want to hit this Tiger? And Tiger is dead before I hit him. Now watch this. Spoiler alert, that's a hit, and another spoiler alert, this is a hit too, right? Unfortunately low rolls, but it's not changing the fact Guard is sitting on the 13 HP, and we are having roughly 5.8 damage or so. Yeah, interesting game, don't you think so? Pretty damn interesting game. Stopping in the middle of the field to try to hit ISU. First shot definitely bounces, which is sad. Another shot is also missing. That's okay. No complaints, no regrets, fellas. We are still feeling pretty damn great. We have our 5 kills. We have our close to 6000 damage. And we still have a lot of time to farm this T-28 because our team is relatively far away, which is always good and always welcome. And so yeah, everything is looking great. Wait, let's take our time to climb the hill. By the way, I'm using the Bone Turbo on this vehicle, and I believe you noticed that in the first moment. So and still it's taking a bit of time to relocate. But what do you want from the heavy tank, my friends? What do you want from the heavy tank? T-28. T-28 is facing us, and I am thinking, yep, it is about the time to go. It is about the time to go. Aiming to the lower plate, minus 400. Aiming for cupola, minus 441. I am still feeling great. The Indian Panzer is flanking him. T-28 has armor until he's getting flanked, and I believe you are very, very well aware of this. So what am I doing? I am trying to flank this guy, and in the same time we are securing even more shots for ourselves. Mr. T-28, stop it! Stop it! 555 from the tier 8 up the ass. 555, fellas. If it is not broken, then F me backwards, okay? If it is not broken tank, just F me backwards. I think this tank is just... There was way too little thought put into this tank whenever they put it in the game, and pretty much 90% of the content creators are yelling on this tank. It is broken, it is overpowered, and in my humble opinion, it is. So what we are going to do now, I am going to show you the score of those two games, and in the same time we are going to teleport into the battle when things did not went that well, and I want to show you not everything is great about this tank, and you will see everything yourself. So let's do this. See you in a second. And we are back in the garage. So let's see. Let's go to the replay manager, which is extremely good tool for the content creators, I would say. And overall for everyone which is using this, it is if you want to find the replays for yourself, it is pretty damn simple thing to do. Okay, let's sort it by the damage. And what do we have? The hero of the day, managed to get Ace Wanker, Top Gun Sniper Schnitzel Medal, Steel Wall High Caliber, 9,955 damage, which we can easily say 10,000 damage in the tier 9, in the tier, yeah, exactly, tier 9 tank, which is sold as a tier 8 premium. By the way, funny fact for you, this tank has better alpha damage than tier 9 vehicle, just to put that into perspective. And he made 218,000 credits, which is absolutely amazing game. Unfortunately, the replay was glitched a bit, but I believe you understand the point what this tank is capable of. Our best battle in the El Khaluf, 7.3 thousand damage, 6 kills, 500 assisting damage, high caliber, Top Gun, Ace Wanker, 2000 base experience, not even close for being as impressive as our hero of the day. We made 179,000 profits, which is always nice and always welcome. And now what I want to show you the games when not everything is going great as you expect or as you want to with this vehicle, and this is extremely important thing to say and to highlight itself. So you are not going to see only good part of the tank, but you are going to see a bit of the bad part of the vehicle too. And once again, before purchasing any tank, fellas, overall speaking about your credit card, think twice. Do you enjoy the game or you do not enjoy the game? If you don't, there is no reason to buy anything. If you do enjoy the game, then obviously spend as much money as you want. Who I am to judge you? This is just overall information. So what we are doing here, we are going to teleport into the position very, very quickly. It is important thing to say, right? So what do we have? We have pretty much the same matchmaking as we did before, tier 8 matchmaking, but in this game the things will go a bit differently. What do I mean by saying this? Well, watch this. So we are doing pretty much the same stuff as we did in the previous battle, but in this kind of situation, enemies are a bit more aggressive. There is a Rev which is waiting on the corner. Beautiful. We are smacking Rev in the face. Unfortunately, we are missing the shot to the T-56, but once again, it was very, very hard shot, so I cannot complain whatsoever about missing it at the first place. Meanwhile, Cover 4 is crossing through the middle. Unfortunately, at the time I am on the reload, and Cover 4 is just saying like there is no tomorrow, and we are not punishing him, which is a bit sad thing. 50TP prototype is taking an extremely good hold down position, which is great for him. Unfortunately, not so great for us. I'm thinking about Rev. I am about to hit him in the face. Another 450. Beautiful. And I still have one in the magazine, and I would love to punish someone, but in the same time it is not so easy as I would love to say. Tiger 2 side. Hello. Yep, we are missing the Tiger 2 side. Obviously it wasn't the fully aimed shot, but it definitely happens from time to time. Speeding the things up. We are about to have a reload, and we have a reload. Now what I want to do, I want to punish 50TP prototype, and look at this. Unfortunately, we are not hitting his turret ring, we are hitting the turret, which sucks. How about the T-32, trying to hit T-32, tracking him. Unfortunately, the gun handling is saying пошел нахрен, and that indicates us boom, 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 beating the chair armrest when the gun is behaving like this, but I am just accepting that. We are pretending it never happened, and we are not going to give up yet. How about 50TP prototype? Watch this. Side of 50TP prototype. Unfortunately, we cannot hit him, which sucks, but oh well, what can we do? Now we are going on the reload, and what is happening? Enemy team is over pushing us, and yeah. yeah, not everything is so damn good about this tank, fellas, and in certain situations you can go and eat Kaku. So yeah, I really wanted to highlight this, but do I think this tank is bad? No. Do I think this tank is epic? Absolutely yes. Do I think you should open your wallet and to buy this tank? Well, it depends on you. If you love World of Tanks and World of Tanks state of the game, sure thing. I mean, who I am to judge you? If you are one of those guys which is typing in the chat, shit matchmaking, noob team, I hate the game, 3 battles and you are out of World of Tanks, well, then I would highly recommend not to buy it and simply save the money for yourself. Go to the cinema or eat ice cream. This is my opinion about everything. So fellas, thank you very much for watching. That was your daily dose of skill. I hope you had a great time and I hope you enjoyed yourself, and see you very, very soon. Peace.